Hi, you're watching Cycle on CBC Television.
Bike advocates take the rush out of rush hour.
Young riders and the dangers of the door.
And how to sharpen your switchback technique.
Coming up on Cycle. Hi, I'm Charmaine Crooks. Welcome to Cycle. I've got a confession to make. Before I became the co-host of Cycle, I never thought of using my bike to get around town and do my errands. But now it's a definite option. In fact, Alan and I are going to do some shopping downtown while we bring you today's show. And speaking of downtown, it's been the setting for an extreme type of bike advocacy. It's a protest called Critical Mass, and it's dividing the bicycle community.
The aim of the rally is to have one venue for people and bicycles and pedestrians and roller skates and skateboarders and wheelchair people and trolley buses to get into downtown without having to be confronted by the noxious fumes of the automobile, of the interior combustion engine.
My feeling about critical mass rides is that they ultimately damage the cause of cycling because they polarize, they create a us against them dichotomy.
All right, what a great rally. Look at all these cyclists.
We make every effort not to annoy people. The nature of critical mass is that you're going to take over road and slow down traffic a bit.
Taking up all lanes?
We're taking up all lanes, yes.
Oh my.
We try to warn people ahead of time through the media that this is going to happen so they can take an alternate route. And as well, it's on the traffic reports. And it's once a month. And cars are going to face far more inconvenience from waiting for other cars due to too much traffic than they're ever going to experience from our protests.
Stay in the curb lane. I will write you tickets. Get into the curb lane.
Okay, it's a 2 on 4, so we're going
Just
to
by
take 2
standing here
lanes,
talking,
okay, to make the police officer
I
happy.
just want to make sure cars get moving and get into the curb lane. There's no more talking. I'm not going to listen to you.
We're going to take 2 lanes until the car addresses us. If the car addresses us, we're shutting her down.
I'm doing my job. I'm going to arrest you.
I think actions like critical mass help support people that are involved in other kinds of advocacies. This is something that's very much in the public eye, and a lot of other types of advocacy aren't.
It's hard for us, sort of, more mainline advocates to then have the problem of picking up the pieces where critical mass leaves off, because we still are there trying gradually to effect change through the political process.
Motorists, I think, in many cases are frustrated. They recognize that the car is becoming increasingly inconvenient. So if they begin to see the cyclist not as an ally, someone who's going to reduce the amount of congestion because they're not in a car, but instead someone who's going to make life more difficult for them, it's hard for them to be allies, to say to City Council, yes, take some of the money you would have otherwise spent on roads and give it to the cyclists because we recognize that they're part of the solution. It won't happen if they're believed to be part of the problem.
I think it's great. I ride mountain bike all the time.
It doesn't bother you that they're stalling traffic?
Well, right now, because I got to pick up my girlfriend, but all in all, it's okay. Just make more rules for the roads, for bikes.
I'm a cyclist myself, but I wouldn't take it to the extent of slowing down afternoon commuters, you know, on their way home. I've got a meeting to go to, and, you know, I'm busy stuck in traffic, gonna have to spend money on phone bills now.
I don't think anybody will argue the point that there is too much traffic in Vancouver and we need to do something about it. I guess the only thing we disagree on is how to accomplish that.